So the book is called Your Hidden Advantage: Unlock the Power to Attract Right Fit Clients and Boost Your Revenue. And I am a pricing expert. So you'll hear me talk a lot about pricing and value and helping women understand it's not just about raising your prices. If it were that simple, everybody would do that. It's a method that I teach. I have what I call the SNAP system. And SNAP stands for Stop Believing the Myths, Narrow Your Focus, Assess Your Value, and Practice Your Power. And Stop Believing the Myths is going back to the point I made earlier, that a lot of us have these underlying beliefs that help us. And in many ways, we feel like we're standing on shifting ground, and it doesn't feel good. And it often really throws us off balance.
Well, can you
So
what kind of beliefs would we have that have us feeling like we're standing on shifting ground?
something like believing that you need to have more and more clients in order to have consistent revenue. That is a very common belief.
Okay.
And you can choose to have more and more clients. But as you do that and you scale your company, you will have a whole new set of problems. So if you like being a boutique practice, if you like working with contractors as opposed to having employees, you get to choose what you want to do. But if you are very pushed by this sense that you need to have more and more clients, you're going to be like on a treadmill. And it's really hard to jump off the treadmill when you believe that that is how you grow your business. And so there are several myths that I outline in the book and talk about how you can reframe what you believe. It takes time, it takes practice. But when you do that, you can start to understand where those old beliefs are keeping you stuck.
Oh, absolutely.
So that's that first piece.
Beliefs. I mean, that's, I teach that beliefs are the seat, the very foundation of your consciousness. How you perceive the world is based on what you believe.
Absolutely. When I was a kid, I had a repeated trauma and didn't realize it at the time. But as I got older and started reflecting and working in therapy around this repeated trauma, I realized that my foundational belief was that I only had two choices in life. I could avoid or I could suffer.
Oh, yeah.
There was nothing in between.
Yeah.
And there were no other choices. Now, that is a really limiting belief, right? And it affected everything in my life. But it wasn't until I was in my 30s that I started to get some perspective on that and work to change it. So you might think, well, that's such an obvious false belief, but it wasn't obvious to me.